Okay, I'm gonna sound terrible in this video because I'm sick, but whatever. It's what I deserve, and that just shows my dedication because I just want to make a video. So I'm gonna do it anyways because even if I'm sick, I'm gonna make a video because I feel bad for not uploading. So we're gonna do this. So recently I made the mistake of getting addicted to eBay. I was playing the latest Call of Duty Battlefield World War II, and I was thinking to myself, games just aren't as good as they were before. Like back then, the good old days. Not this garbage, this good stuff right here. This is what I'm talking about. Anyways, so back then things were actually good. But as much as they are charming, they do kind of look like they got deep fried in a deep fryer and then got shot a couple times. Like, okay, graphics age. I'll be willing to admit graphics do age, but I found a solution. The PlayStation 3 is probably a console you know about, unless you're actually just a brainlet and you're just stupid. But yeah, the PlayStation 3 is like one of the best consoles. I'm pretty sure that's a fact. And it has a very interesting launch, actually. Like, the most interesting out of any console, in my opinion. Because, I mean, what is competition does it have? Console launches aren't even that interesting to begin with. So, you got the PS5. It doesn't really exist, but it kind of does. It's always on the shelf of that one guy who's always better than you, and he always has everything you want. God, that guy. But I digress. Anyways, so the PlayStation 3, it was shaped up to be the best console of all time. The PlayStation 2 was sold like nothing ever before, and nothing has sold quite like the PlayStation 2 today. And why, you ask? Why did it sell so insanely well? Well, isn't it obvious? So Sony contracted a case of ginormous ego and shaped up the PlayStation 3 to be basically a government supercomputer on steroids with the price of a nice Tesla, and they knew that people would probably buy it anyways because it was a PlayStation. But unfortunately, Sony made one grave mistake. There was no Sly Cooper game on the PlayStation 3 at first. And also, it might have something to do with the fact that you need to take out a loan to buy it. It didn't really have many games, and it was extremely expensive. Also, it costed a lot. And the Xbox 360 being way cheaper, yeah, it kind of makes sense why it sold better. But for the record, I just want to point out that the PlayStation 3 did catch up and surpass the Xbox 360 by the end of its lifespan. And how? How, you ask? How did Sony make this incredible comeback? They were losing so hard at the beginning of the console generation, but yet they still managed to come back even harder with the PlayStation 3. They came back and they sold better than the Xbox 360, even though they were losing so badly. How on earth did they do this? What do you think? But anyways, let's go back to the PlayStation 3's launch. So the design of this console is it's aged, but I actually like the fact that it's aged. It looks like something that could only come from that time period. I mean, there's just nothing like it. It's so unique. My only issue is sometimes I'm trying to watch Spider-Man 2 and I accidentally pick up my PlayStation 3 and shove it into my DVD player. Happens to the best of us. Overall, the console has a mirror finish, which is, once again, unique. It's very glossy. Feels like glass. I don't know actually what the material is. It's mostly metal, I believe. Or plastic. I can't tell these days. Some companies can make plastic look like fucking diamonds, I swear to God. But overall, I really like the design of the console. But here's the thing. Remember when I said Sony was trying to make this the ultimate PlayStation console? I'm not talking about just looks. And I'm not talking about just fonts either. This console was intended to have full backwards compatibility with every generation of PlayStation. I mean, back then there were only 3, but still, that was insane. Like, you don't even understand how insane. Can you imagine if we had that today? Backwards compatible with everything? Shut up and call it nostalgia, but I wanted this. But Hydra said the virtual console on the Wii U, we could play all these generations of consoles. It's so much better. No, you don't understand. This is emulation. The PlayStation 3 had a PS2 built into it. Do you understand how cool that is? And I wanted one so bad. But guess what? This was ridiculously expensive and complicated, so they cut it out, like, immediately. God, why? Such a cool feature. But I kind of understand, because, money and all that. But still, this was really cool, and it was native. I wanted this. It was so cool. So I scoured eBay. I scoured it like a hawk, looking everywhere, and I could not find one for a good price. They were all like so much money. And I could not find one. But after a lot of stalking, I finally found one and bought it. And then I realized that it's the wrong one. I just decided to Google, hey, are all fat PS3s backwards compatible? Turns out, no. I thought there were only 3 PS3 models. The fat one, the slim one, and the super slim one. Oh my God, was I wrong? Oh my God, there are so many PlayStation 3 revisions. Why? And it turns out I just ordered one of many that not only doesn't have backwards compatibility, but it also is not, doesn't even have the freaking mirror. It doesn't even have the mirror finish. It doesn't, why? So I canceled my order. Thankfully, it went through. And my budget went from being slightly reasonable to, oh my God, I'm going to go broke and I'm going to need to take out a loan at that. But I was so determined for some reason. It was cool. It's a piece of history. I wanted one. So I finally found one. I got it. And after a lot of buyer's remorse, here it is. The PlayStation 3. It's backwards compatible with PS2. And here we go. Console review time. Okay, so I really like the design of it. It's very nice. The mirror finish, it is a mirror. It's Fingerprint Avenue over here, but it comes with the territory. And when playing a PS2 game, yeah, PS2 games look a lot better in your memory. When going back to them, it's your childhood dreams, but looking through a foggy window. If you thought that this whole time I was showing you footage from the console, oh, no. This is actual footage from the console. Oh, no, it does not look that good, does it? Yeah, I know. Also, you're going to be saying, oh my God, you're so unprofessional filming a TV screen. Oh, well, little did you know, this is actually a clever throwback to my first days of YouTube. Yes, this is how I used to record. This is how everyone used to record, so I'm actually just hip with the times. I'm just very retro like that. Yeah, I know. You all of a sudden think I'm super cool. I don't blame you. This is 100% cool and intentional and not an excuse for me to be lazy. But anyways, I started to realize some flaws with the console. Being almost as old as I am, this console is, old. The best way I can describe it is if you ever find your old phone, like your really old phone that you haven't used in a long time, and you've long since stopped caring about, but you're like, oh, I'm going to give this phone a go again. I used to love this phone, and it's just so slow and so unbearable that you just can't, even though you used to like it, and you still like the design, like the hardware and stuff, but it's just so slow, so it's unusable. That's basically this. Yeah, on the menu, it likes to give up on me every now and then, and when playing a PS3 game, just quit outright. I had to hard restart the console. And not fun, especially for what I paid for this. Maybe this is why when looking up online, everyone recommended that I don't buy it. Everyone said it was a bad idea online. I looked at all the Reddit threads. They all said, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's too many hoops to jump through. And I didn't listen. Man, should have listened. Reddit was actually right for once. Who would have thought? But hey, just for the fun of it, let's do this. PS3 2006 edition compared to the PS5, because why not? Okay, so load times. Who do you think is faster? This thing is like so old. Disk drives. All right, that's you get that one. And also the disk drive sounds like when you're ejecting a VHS from a VHS player, and I really like it. Both these consoles look very futuristic, but they go for different kinds of futuristic. Very reflective of the era that they were made, if that makes any sense. This one screams, yeah, I play video games. This one screams, yeah, I have a lot of money. Overall, though, I totally would recommend picking up a PlayStation 3, just maybe one of the newer models, but it's still actually a really great console. I really love the UI of it. It's actually really practical and really good looking. This is actually probably one of my favorite UIs of any console, if not my favorite. It's just so good when you boot up the console. So what happened to console startup sounds? The stupid PlayStation just like... I has a stupid PlayStation logo. Nobody cares. This has like orchestrated symphony. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so amazing. This, you just turn it on, which I guess it's more practical. It's faster. Yeah, whatever. But come on, man. These things were iconic. You know what I'm talking about. The and the and then one day they just gave up on life and just decided to go. Super lame. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I am working on other videos. I don't know if they're actually going to come out or not. I have a huge problem with just ejecting scripts if I don't like them and just starting from scratch. So it ends up with videos taking way too long to come out. But I'm going to try my best to find a script that I like and, make it into a video and actually finish it. It's tough stuff, but, what can you do? Anyways, yeah, goodbye and all that. See you later.